Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Exalted One himself, the AEW Unmatched Series 3 Mr. Brodie Lee figure from Jazwares. Mr. Brodie Lee's untimely passing happened pretty much just as I was getting back into wrestling, so unfortunately I did not get to kind of experience his career as it was happening, but it's been nice to kind of go back and see the matches he had both in WWE and in AEW, and it's been really cool to see how the Dark Order started and all that. So yeah, just really good stuff, and really cool what Jazwares has been doing for Brodie Lee in figure form and -1. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this review. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, Brodie Lee looks great. As with a lot of this wave, there's a cartoonish look to the face. However, again, that isn't keeping, so it's definitely not a standout in that regard. But just everything's really well done. I mean, even if the face is maybe a little more cartoonish, it definitely works really well, and it looks very much like Brodie Lee. As you can see, some really nice sculpt here with the hair as well. Just, everything also super cleanly done, as you can see. So the ring gear, even the chest hair is super cleanly applied. Everything it looks sharp and really good in that respect. So as you can see, the design here on the pants just looks really nice. No smudging whatsoever. Just really well done in that regard. Not only that, but the sculpt is, while simple, is definitely effective and looks as it should. So that's really cool. And yeah, just overall, as you can see, the design on the back of the top as well. So yeah, just really well done in terms of presentation. Not too much in the way of accessories here, but what we do have is good. So no alternate hands, unfortunately, with Brodie Lee. So just the kind of your standard C grip hands, as you can see. And then we got a piece of the rolled up paper. Pretty well sculpted. There we go. Try to get that to. And so as you can see, just simply blank rolled up paper. And then we get the contract. No writing on it, unfortunately, but just kind of a big wad of paper, really. And you can see the UKCACE there on the back, but everything looks good. Then we get the TNT title. Looks excellent. Really love the gold on the way they did. This is probably one of my favorite looking modern titles, period. And the fact that it has the red strap just makes it even better. So just really well done. You can see the details in there. It gets a little lost on the side plates here, but yeah, everything else very clean. And then lastly, we get the bit of cards that we've been getting with this entire wave, and because of it showing off whatever, or checking out whatever I've gotten on camera, here we go. So cards with Brodie here. So we get a Lance Archer and Arn Anderson and Dustin Rhodes. So really cool. That's accessories. Articulation for Brodie Lee is more or less the standard fare for what we've seen from the Unrivaled and Unmatched series, with a little bit of difference, especially with the legs. So let's get right into it. So starting with the head, we are on our standard ball peg. However, because of the sculpt, we're just going to get a little bit of up and even some decent down. So honestly, even despite the sculpt, or rather, so I guess I take back what I said a couple seconds ago, decent range there. Not too much on the tilt, though you do get a little bit. For our arms, we are on our hinge and swivel at the shoulder, comes out to our T. We have bicep swivel. We have double jointed elbows that fold about that far in half. We have hinge and swivel on the wrists, both horizontal. We have our ball joint at the diaphragm. So that comes around like that. Then we have another ball joint here at the waist. So that'll bring us down or forward about that much for our crunch, and back about that much. We're also getting some rotation here at the top. Then we come to the hips and coming out decent, like definitely a decent amount. And we can kick forward about that much. So not totally our big boot, but close enough. Then we get thigh swivel. We get double jointed knees, bring us about there. And then here's where it really changes, where obviously we don't have a boot cut just because of the sculpt there. But we do get a little bit of our swivel there. I believe the ankle joint seems to be a little bit separate. I can't really see in there, but we do get some rotation there. Point is obviously not too much, and forward is not too much as well. And just a tiny bit of rocker. Pretty much everything's going to be hindered by the bottom of the pant. But yeah, that's Articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with the rest of the Dark Order so far. With some other wrestling figures. With some Hasbro. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with an Articulated Icons Oni and yours truly in human form as an Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on the Unmatched 3 Mr. Brodie Lee figure is that this is a great figure. Certainly if you are a fan of Mr. Brodie Lee or Luke Harper as he was known in WWE, if you are a fan of the Dark Order, AEW, all that, absolutely pick this up. It is showing up on Target pegs at the moment, also Walmart, and definitely showing up online as well. So I will include some links in the description below to where you can pick up your own. So please check those out if you are interested. And with that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. And if you want to take it to the next level and help me even more, I will have ways to do that listed at the bottom of the description. So please, please, please check those out. And with all of that being said, ultra thanks to you one last time for watching, and I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, Simians.